Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. No issues. Okay, that's great. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, how are you guys? How is everybody? Good evening, everyone. How is everybody? Good evening, everyone. How is everybody? How was the day, guys? How was the day? Awesome. Okay, awesome. Good. Fine. Okay, that's great. Okay, good, guys. Good. Splendid. New vocabularies for that I'm able to find. That's good, guys. That's good. Okay, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So let me know, guys, how is the boot camp going on? Are you guys satisfied with the boot camp? What you're learning? Are you guys able to understand everything? Just a small feedback from you guys would be much appreciated, so that if there is anything that you want to see changes to the boot camp or to like the future boot camp or something like that, do let us know. Okay, so that we are able to work according to that. I hope that you guys are able to understand it, because if you guys are not able to provide us with the feedbacks, then there's no point, right? Okay, okay. Where did you did your bachelor's from? So I did my bachelor's from Birla Institute of Technology itself, Mishra. So that is where I did my bachelor's in computer science and engineering. Not only satisfied. Okay, great. Good that I didn't notice the time is up. That's good. So, see, the point is, please speed up. Siddhant, I can't speed up because you are able to see, right? I have to take up everybody that is there in the class together with me. If everybody is not able to understand it, then there's no point in me teaching, right? Then that is the thing that I want everybody to be able to understand whatever I'm teaching right now. So that is the reason why. Okay, good. So that is one of the things that I'm really concerned about. In the future, I'm planning to organize some more boot camps, a bit more enthusiastic boot camps as well. I'm planning to have let's assume data science boot camp. Okay, in that we are going to develop an object detection app that basically works like Google Lens. So I'm planning on conducting more number of boot camps in the future. That is much more like you guys might be interested in. For example, one of the boot camps I'm planning to have is on Tinder. Okay, how to create your own Tinder app itself. Another boot camp that I'm planning to have is on object detection, like creating the Google Lens, a working Google Lens. Other apps that I'm planning to have, like how to make yourself invisible. Okay, using the Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. So all these different things I'm currently planning. Let's see how that goes on. Okay, because it is taking me some time for it to give, but yeah, I think so. It will be awesome if we are able to do it. Okay, so let's try to make sure that we are able to do as much as possible. Okay, I will definitely, whatever you guys are having any kind of suggestions and everything, please do let me know. Okay, for me it's extremely important that whatever suggestions that you guys are having, we are able to, I'm so sorry, we are able to do that. Okay, so yeah, let's see how that goes on. Let's see how that goes on. I will definitely try my best. Okay, I'm planning a lot of different things itself. So let's see. Okay. Okay, great guys, great, amazing. So I hope that everybody is as enthusiastic about as me about the boot camps itself. Okay, so before starting, could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Okay, could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. We studied about lists, good, UL tag, OL tag, button, good. Okay, interesting image, inserting image, good. We talked about tags, good. OL tag, UL tag, good. An ordered list, yes, that's the same. Mockup. Okay, we were working upon the mockup, right? We were not able to complete that mockup. So first, we'll complete that mockup. Okay, after that we'll start with the basics of CSS. Okay, first we'll complete up the basics and then we'll move further with the advanced level steps. Okay, my aim for today would be to first complete up the mockup and then start with our CSS from today itself. I don't want to waste any time. So can we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. Can we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. And okay, why is the comments not showing up on our videos? I don't know why, but it means I don't know how to handle a YouTube channel. Basically, somebody else does that for me. So I have no idea how to like basically handle the things, but I will definitely try to make sure that whatever I'm trying to do, I'm able to do that properly. Okay, that is my major concern, guys. That is my major concern. Okay, so let's start from right over here, guys. Let's start from right over here. Let's start with our website that we were creating. Okay, let me just open up the live chat on my device. Yes, I'm able to see the live chat as well. I gave you guys a homework, right? I gave you guys a homework. Could you guys let me know? I give you guys a homework. So that homework we'll discuss it at the end of the class. Okay, we'll discuss it at the end of the class itself. Right now, let's start with the class. Okay, so this is what we had developed up till yesterday, right? We have developed this up till yesterday itself. The stuff that is remaining is just one paragraph tag and then an unordered list, as you are able to see right over here. An unordered list that we are able to see right over here. So these are the two things that we need to work upon right now. So let's get started working upon it. Why to waste any time? Let me just connect my device. My writing tablet has got disconnected. Some person might be using my laptop in the office. I guess that is the reason why it's disconnected. Okay, so let's continue from right over here, guys. Let's open up our code and let's start changing our code itself. So yesterday we saw how to insert an image. We saw about the alternate text, like the ALT attribute of image itself. But did you guys see right over here? Okay, did you guys see right over here that this image tag has an opening image tag, but where is the closing image tag? Do you guys see this? There's no closing image tag. Every time that we are having a paragraph tag, we are having an opening paragraph tag and then a closing paragraph tag, right? Similar to that inside of the italics tab as well. You are having the opening italics tab and the closing italics tab. With the H1 tab, with the H3 tab, everything is having an opening like tag and the closing tag. But when it comes to the image tag, why is that the case that there's no like opening tag and a closing tag? Okay, now this type of tags are usually called as self-closing tags, guys. Okay, these type of tags are called as self-closing tags. But why is that the case? Okay, why is there not an opening tag and a closing tag? That is what we need to understand. See, whenever you are having an opening tag and a closing tag, there is some content that goes inside of it. Okay, there's some content that goes inside of it. That is the reason why there is an opening and a closing tag, guys. Okay, opening and a closing tag, because there is something that you're putting inside of it. Okay, but if you are Shubham, if you are here to bullshit in the live chat, you can continue doing that. Okay. There are people from our previous boot camps in the live chat itself who have already got their certificates. If there is anybody from our previous boot camps who have already got their certificates, just let us know in the live chat itself so that we are having an idea that particular person called Shubham is bullshitting it in the class itself, just to make sure that I don't want to prove myself, but still students who are there from the previous boot camps who have already got their certificates, could you just let us know in the live chat that which are the certificates that you have got it up till now? Please do let us know, because I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, this image tag has no content inside of it, right? You're just having an image. Okay, you are just having an image right over there. Okay, you don't have any kind of text that goes inside of it. No content that goes inside of it itself. Okay, so the reason for that is pretty simple, because you don't need to put any kind of content inside of it. It's just the image that is there. So there's no need of having an opening tag and a closing tag for images. Okay, you're having the opening tag and the closing tag for images itself, guys. So that is the reason why. Okay, that is the reason why these self-closing tags exist. Okay, that is the reason why these self-closing tags exist, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know that why self-closing tags exist. Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand why these self-closing tags exist? Please let me know. Today I'm a bit more tired than usual. From the morning itself, I've been in one meeting after the other, one meeting after the other. So with multiple companies right now. So due to that particular reason, I'm a bit tired. Okay. So I might not be in my full force today, but still, I will try to make you guys understand everything properly. Okay. So right over here, like I said once again, okay, your image tag. Whenever you're having your H1 tag, H3 tag, paragraph tag, okay, it's an opening tag and a closing tag. Why? Because you have to put some content inside of it. Okay, you put some content inside of it. That is the reason why you are having an opening tag and a closing tag, guys. Now, when it comes to your image tag, there is no content inside of it, right? It's just the image. There's no content inside of it. It's just the image. So due to that particular reason itself, okay, due to that particular reason itself, you don't need an opening and a closing tag. Okay, you don't need the opening and the closing tag, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So due to that particular reason, okay, due to that particular reason itself, you have this self-closing tag. A self-closing tag is very simple. You are having img, and then instead of, this is how a self-closing tag is made. Okay, this is how a self-closing tag is made. This is the opening tag. This is the closing tag itself. You don't require an opening and a closing tag right over here. And this is how you create it. Okay, because there is no content inside of it. That's absolutely clever, Rahul, because there is no content inside of it. It's just the image. You don't require an opening and a closing tag, guys. Okay, awesome, guys, awesome. So let us move on from right over there. Let's create our paragraph tag first of all. We need to put up a statement called as this is the list of the highest paid jobs in the IT field in 2022. This is the list of the highest paid jobs in IT in 2022. Okay, there's a lot of tools that I have put right over there. Okay, the next particular thing that we want to do is we want to create an unordered list. Okay, next particular thing that we want to create is an unordered list, guys. Can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know how to create an unordered list, guys? Can you guys let me know how to create an unordered list? Please let me know. Can you guys let me know how to create an unordered list? Please let me know, guys. The UL tag, right, guys? The UL tag, that's an unordered list, right? So the UL tag you have to use. So UL tag, simple UL tag that we'll be utilizing. I gave you guys a homework on the UL tags. I hope that you have completed it. At the end of the class itself, I'll be asking you the question that was previously there, that what is the thing that blah 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 blah. So at the end of the class, we'll be handling that as well. Okay, no issues in that. So, and then you're having data analyst, full stack web developer, software development engineer. Let's put cybersecurity right over there as well. So li first data lysc analyst, then you are having your li tag once again. We are having your full stack web. So then you are having your again an li tag, that is your software development engineer. Let's put up another one, cybersecurity expert. Okay, we'll be saving this. We'll be going back to our website, reloading our page. As you're able to see, we have created the exact same website. Okay, we have created Gayatri Dare. People are saying they didn't receive and get Google and Microsoft certificates, only participation certificates, blah 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 blah. See, please stop spamming the chat, guys. If you guys want to see, you can just open up LinkedIn. Okay, just open up LinkedIn, search for DevTown. Okay, people who get the certificates post it up on there. So right over here, this particular person has posted it up 14 minutes ago. Okay, he has received the certificates 14 minutes ago for the Hotstar clone using HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. This is the Google certificate, this is the Microsoft certificate, this is the DevTown certificate. Okay, so similar to that, you can just search on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, almost every single person that is getting the certificates post their certificates right over here. One certificate has been posted right over here as well. One certificate posted right over here as well, here as well, here as well, here as well. Then you are having more people that will be posting up their certificates. So they mention us, so that is the reason why I'm able to get it on my feed. But you can just search for it on Google and on LinkedIn, and you will be able to find it. Okay, as simple as that. I have some 60 pending requests that I have to accept. I will do that today after the bootcamp itself. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just ignoring them from now onwards. But yeah, the point is like the rest of the students get disturbed due to that after reading such type of things. That is the reason why I just said that, okay, take it. This is what is there. Just look at it. The first day itself I showed you guys. So are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, great. So I made a error right over here. Jobs, I wrote it cobs. It's fine, right? I'm a human. Human beings make errors. Okay, so there's no issues in that. If you're not making errors, you're God. You should be in the stock market after that. Okay, great. So let's continue from right over there, guys. Now that you have learned about the basics, okay, now that you have learned about the basics itself of HTML, we'll move towards the basics of CSS. Okay, we will be going towards the basics of CSS, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. We'll be going towards the basics of CSS. Now, CSS is an extremely important thing to understand. It basically gives your website a style. Okay, your website needs styling. Okay, so that is the reason why we need a styling right over there itself. Now, in that particular case, okay, in that particular case itself, we need to learn about CSS. Okay, it's also very important. The CSS code looks something like this. This is an example CSS code that is there on my screen right now, guys. As you're able to see, this is how a CSS code basically looks like. We'll be learning how to write this type of CSS code. Okay, that is our job right over here. We'll be learning how to write this type of CSS code, what is CSS, how to create it, and so on and so forth. Okay, now before we are able to start learning about CSS, there is some terminologies that I want you guys to memorize. Okay, these terminologies I want you guys to memorize. Okay, I want you guys to memorize these terminologies. So this is an example CSS code, guys. This is an example CSS code. Okay, so CSS is the version 3 that is currently going on. Okay, HTML is the version 5 that is currently going on. This is the latest HTML version. This is the latest CSS version that we are currently using. Okay, that we are currently using, guys. So now in CSS your code looks something like this. Okay, this is how your code will look like. Okay, now before starting to learn CSS, I want you guys to memorize. Okay, I don't want you guys to understand. I want you guys to memorize these terms. Okay, so your entire block of code is called as a rule set. Okay, an entire block of code is called as a rule set, guys. Again, I don't want you guys to understand it. I want you guys to memorize it. This is like just saying that my name is Shaurisna. You have to memorize it. Okay, you cannot understand why my name is Shaurisna. Okay, so you need to memorize these terminologies that are there. So for example, right over here, if you're looking at this particular code example itself, this will be called as a rule set. Okay, this is one rule set. This is another rule set right over here. Okay, this is another rule set right over here. This is another rule set right over here. This is another rule set right over here. So these are all rule sets that are there. Okay, these are all, so another rule set that is here as well. So these are all rule sets that are there, guys, and you need to memorize it, that this particular block of code is called as a rule set. Okay, this particular block of code is called as a rule set. So you need to memorize that. Okay, there's no other way of going about it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great. The second particular thing is every rule set has two particular parts to it. Okay, every rule set that you're currently using or you are currently seeing or creating at any particular point of time has two parts of it. Okay, the first is the selector. Okay, the first is the selector itself, and the second is the declaration block. Okay, the second is the declaration block. The selector is basically the HTML tag. Okay, so for example, if you want to wear a particular goggles, okay, if you want to wear a particular goggles, then it goes on your head. Okay, this is a glass. Okay, this is of course not a goggles, but if you want to wear it, okay, then it goes on your head. Okay, it's an attribute. Okay, so this is CSS. Okay, this is CSS. This is my HTML. My head is my HTML. So where is this going? This is connected to my head itself. Okay, it is connected to my head itself. Similar to that, every CSS property, all the styles that you want to apply, okay, all these styles that you want to apply, it needs to be applicable to a particular HTML tag. Okay, so the H1 tag should be red in color. Okay, so you first need to select the tag. You first need to select the H1 tag. You first need to select the paragraph tag. You first need to select the UL tag. So whatever tag that you want to apply some styles to, that is called as the selector, guys. That is called as the selector. And what are the different style changes that you want to apply? Okay, what are the different style changes that you want to apply? That is what goes inside of your declaration block. Okay, whatever style changes that you want to apply, that goes inside of your declaration block itself, guys. So right over here, for example, if I am to draw that out, so this is your selector. Okay, these yellow colored things are your selectors itself. Okay, these are your selectors. You can easily identify them. Okay, you can easily identify them. These are your selectors itself. Okay, and then after that, okay, and then after that you are having your declaration block. So all the style changes that you want to apply, that basically goes inside of your declaration block. So the color should be black, the height should be this, the padding should be that, and so on and so forth. So these are all these selectors that are there. Okay, selectors is basically watch tag. Okay, which HTML tag did you want to select, and then what are the different changes that you want to apply? That's the declaration block. What are the different changes that you want to apply to this particular selector and apply it to that? Okay, that is how these are just terminologies. You have to memorize it. Okay, you have to memorize it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Good, good. Okay, so depending upon that, let's first start with the basics. Okay, we'll first try to convert our h1 element to green. Okay, our h1 tag to green. That is the first thing that we want to do. The first thing that we want to do is convert our h1 tag into green. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Simple, right? It's not too complicated. Okay, we want to just have an h1 tag and it's converted into green color. As simple as that. Nothing too complicated about it. Okay. Okay, so let's get started with that, guys. Please focus upon the class. It is going to be very important that you are listening to me carefully, because CSS is something that is important. Okay, and I'm going to take it from like very basics itself. Okay, I'm going to take it from very basics. So please try to listen to me carefully. Okay, do not jump to conclusions very easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a h1 tag on our screen right now. Let us just remove everything else from our screen. Just an h1 tag right over here, as you're able to see. Let us save this. Let us go back to our website, reload our page. Now our page, as you're able to see, has just one h1 tag on top of it. Okay, has just one h1 tag on top of it, guys. What I want to do is I want to change the color of this h1 tag to green. Okay, I want to change this color of the h1 tag to green. As simple as that. So what I will be doing is I'll go back to my code. Inside of the h1 tag, I will add another attribute to it. Okay, I will add another attribute to it. This attribute is called as the style attribute, because we want to apply some style to it, right? I want to apply some style to the h1 tag. So I just need to write style, S-T-Y-L-E. We discussed about attributes yesterday, right? We discussed about attributes yesterday. Please let me know. We discussed about attributes yesterday, guys, right? Please let me know. So this is one of the attributes that is there. Okay, style attribute. That what style do you want to apply? The style that I want to apply is I want to change my color to green. Okay, so the style that I want to apply is color. Okay, colon, what is the color that I want to have? GREEN, green, and then semicolon at the end. As simple as that. So I've applied a style. Okay, the style that I want to apply is color should be green. Okay, this is the style that I want to apply. Now this CSS is basically called as inline CSS. Okay, because it is in the same line as the HTML code. Okay, here it is called as an inline CSS. Okay, this particular thing that we have done as an attribute, we are adding the style up. We are writing the CSS code as an attribute itself is called as an inline, I-N-L-I-N-E, inline CSS. Okay, this is the first type of CSS that you guys need to understand, wherein you put the CSS in the exact same line as the selector that is there. So I want to select the h1 tag, so I will put up the CSS as an attribute to that particular h1 tag itself, and that will directly get applied to it. So if I'm going back to my website, reloading the page, as you are able to see, now my h1 tag is green in color. Are you guys able to see this? Now my h1 tag is green in color, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. The text that we put inside of this style, okay, this text that we put inside of this style, this is the CSS. Okay, this is the CSS, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Good, good. So now what we are going to do is, this is the first type of CSS that is there. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I don't want it to be in the same line as the HTML code. I don't want it to be in the same line as the HTML code. Again, as you're able to see, I just removed the entire thing. I'm going back to my website, reloading the page. Again, it is black in color. Okay, next particular thing that we are going to do is internal CSS. Okay, we are going to see how we can put up internal CSS right over here. Okay, so you just have to go back. Okay, you just have to go back to your code. Okay, inside of your head itself, inside of your head tag itself, you're going to put up another tag that is called as style, 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 because this is a metadata, right? This is just information about how a website should look like. Okay, the CSS that you're applying, you're not showing it on your website, right? Whatever code that you're writing, it should not appear on your website. What you're doing right over here is you're applying a style. Okay, you're applying a color or some particular attributes to your website. Okay, the code shouldn't be seen on your screen, just the applications. So that is just information about how your website should look like. Okay, that is just information about how your website should look like. So again, this is a metadata. Okay, again, this is the metadata right over here. What we're going to do is we are going to select. Okay, we are going to select the h1 tag. Okay, we are going to select the h1 tag, apply the changes to that. What is the change? I want to change the color 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 to GREE in green. Okay, I want to change the color to green. As simple as that. So I've put up a style tag itself, as you're able to see. This is called as internal CSS. Why internal CSS? Because it is in the same file as HTML. Your CSS is in the same file as CSS itself, guys. So that is basically something that you utilize for internal CSS. Okay, internal CSS, guys. So right over here, as you're able to see, I've put up the style tag. Okay, and then inside of the style tag, I've written my CSS code. I've selected the h1 tag. Okay, I've selected the h1 tag and I've applied the changes to it. Okay, I'm applying the changes to it itself. So why color spelling is not used here? So you are not writing your COLOUR. Okay, that is Indian and British spelling of color. Okay, this COLOR is the American spelling of color itself. Okay, COLOR is the American spelling of color. Please remember this. Okay, it's not COLOUR. Okay, it is COLOR. Okay, it is color. It is the American spelling. Okay, so this is called as your internal CSS, guys. Okay, internal, because it is in the same file as HTML. This is exactly in the same file as HTML, guys. So I'm going back to my website, reloading my page. As you're able to see, again I'm getting it in green color. Again I'm getting it in green color. Are you guys able to understand both? So why curly braces? So why is your name Juber? Because the person who created you named you as Juber, right? So the same thing happens here. The person who created CSS has made its entire grammar in that particular way. It's in syntax. Okay, it's grammar in that particular way. That is the reason why. So so you have understood about internal CSS and inline CSS. Now coming back to the same point, you never use internal CSS and inline CSS. Okay, it would be very rare to see you using internal and inline CSS. I've just explained to you guys because that also exists. Okay, why don't you use your internal and inline CSS, guys? Because for example, if I want to find, okay, if I want to find the CSS in inline CSS, okay, if I want to change something in inline CSS, I have to go to every single tab, tag itself. I have to find the CSS right over there. I have to change it right over there. So it's a huge load that is there. Okay, a lot of work that is there, and this is not organized. Okay, this is not organized. Okay, the organization right over here is extremely shitty when you're using inline CSS. With internal CSS, because your CSS and HTML is in the same file. Okay, the HTML and CSS in the same file, guys. So the entire size of the file increases. Okay, the entire size of the file increases, guys. So if the HTML code is of like 200 lines, you are having 400 lines of CSS in the same file. You are having 600 lines of code in the same file. Again, not organized. This is not at all organized at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to use, okay, we are going to use external CSS for that. Okay, we are going to use external CSS for that, guys. So how to do external CSS? First of all, go to your files. Okay, go to your files itself. Click on this particular button, new file. Okay, click on this particular button, new file. create a new file called as style style.css. You can name it as anything, shaurya.css, okay, maybe pratham.css, okay, you can name it as anything that you want, okay, but .css should be there because this is a CSS file that you're creating, okay, this is the CSS file that you're creating, guys. Once you're creating this particular file called as style.css, whatever CSS code that you're having, you're going to transfer it to that particular file. Okay, whatever CSS code that you're having right over here, you're going to transfer it to this CSS file, guys. As you're able to see inside of the style.css, okay, inside of the style.css itself, you're having your CSS code, okay, and then your index.html. Inside of your index.html, you're having your HTML code. But after even saving this, after writing everything properly, when you're going back to your website, the color still remains black. The color still remains black. Why is that the case, guys? Now, please remember that when the website is getting rendered, okay, it is just rendering the HTML page, okay? It is just rendering the HTML page. Have you written anywhere inside of your HTML code that it is somehow connected to or somehow related to your styles.css, guys? Have you guys like written something right over here that makes you understand that the HTML file is linked to your styles.css? Absolutely not. You have not done anything. So you have to first link your HTML style.css file to your index.html. So to do that, what you're going to use is you're going to use the link. Okay, you're going to use the link CSS. Okay, link CSS. Okay, so you are linking the style.css. So href. Okay, if you guys remember, what is the full form of href, guys? What is the full form of href? Can you guys let me know? I've told you guys yesterday. What is the full form of href? Can you guys let me know? I told you guys yesterday, guys, what is the full form of href? Hypertext reference. Okay, hypertext reference. That's great, guys. You guys are so smart. You guys remember everything. Good. Okay, so right over here you are linking the style.css file to your HTML file itself. And what is the relationship between them? REL, that is the relationship. What is the relationship between them, guys? Your style.css is the style sheet of your HTML index.html file. Okay, your style.css is the style sheet. I'm so sorry. For your index dot, just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. I'm so sorry, guys. So like I said, the style.css file is the relationship between your style.css and your index.html. What is that relationship, guys? That relationship is style sheet. Okay, that relationship is style sheet, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. What is the difference between inline and internal CSS? Can somebody explain it to Aman? Okay, can you guys explain it to Aman? What is the difference between your inline CSS and your internal CSS? In your inline CSS, it is in the same line as your h1 element. Okay, it's in the same line as your h1 element, guys. But with case of internal CSS, it is there inside of the head. All the CSS is together. Okay, it's not in like every single line has its own CSS. It's not the case. Okay, it's not the case. In your internal CSS, everything comes together inside of the head. Okay, everything comes together inside of the head itself, but still the CSS code is in the same file as the HTML code. Whereas the external CSS is having an external file itself that is called as the style.css. That is the style sheet. Okay, that is the sheet that contains the styling for our website. Okay, sheet that contains the styling for our website, guys. Now that we have linked both the files up, we're going to go to our website, reload our page, and as you're able to see, everything is green, guys. Everything is green. Are you guys able to understand? REL basically means relationship. Okay, REL basically means relationship, guys. Why it is not a closing tag? Okay, somebody asked that why is link self-closing tag? Again, do you have any content inside of it? No. Okay, link is again a self-closing tag, guys. It is not having an opening and a closing tag because there's no content inside of it, guys. No content inside of it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's continue from right over there, guys. Let's go back to our PPT. Okay, now you need to understand about classes and IDs. Now this is very important, guys. What I'm going to teach you guys right now is extremely important. So please make sure that you are able to listen to this very carefully. This is extremely important for you guys to understand. This will form the basis of your entire CSS. Okay, it is going to form the basis of the entire CSS, guys. So please make sure, guys, that you are able to understand this carefully. Okay, so let's take up an example. Before starting that, let's take up a very shitty example. Most of you guys were in school, right? Most of you guys were in school. You must have the annual day function or something in your school. Okay, annual day function in your school, guys. Please let me know. Did you guys have the annual day function in your school, guys, where kids used to wear like fancy clothes, not fancy clothes, like rang biranga, like colored clothes, like red color clothes, yellow color, orange color, gold color clothes, and they used to dance in front of all the entire crowd itself. So most of you guys must have seen this type of annual day functions that were there, maybe in your childhood, maybe with your friends or something like that. So let's assume we are also in a particular school itself. Okay, we are also in a particular school. This is the school of DevTown. Okay. Okay, we are in the school of DevTown itself. We are all in the same particular class. Okay, we are all in the same particular class itself. Let's have a particular class. Okay, this is our class right over here, guys. Now our annual day is coming up. Okay, our annual day is coming up. So let's have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 people in our class, guys. Okay, there are 16 people in our class right now. And so that is the entire class that is there. Now every student in the class, so let's assume that this class is 7D. This class is 7D, guys. Okay, and so this is our school. Let's assume this is our school. Okay, let's not put them into class. So this is the all the students that are there in our school itself. Okay, there's 16 people in our school right now. Now let's assume, so every student in a school has a roll number associated with it. Okay, every student in your school itself has a roll number associated with it, right, guys? A unique ID. Okay, a unique ID for that particular student. Okay, no two students in the same school will ever have the same ID, right, guys? No two students in the same school will have the same ID. Everybody will have a different ID, right, guys? Are you guys able to understand? So let's allot them an ID, guys. Let's allot them an ID. So this first student, so this has an ID of 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then you are having 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put it up downstairs itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No two students in the school itself will have the same ID. Okay, everybody will have a different ID, guys, right? Now let's divide them into classes. So this is our first class. Okay, this is our first class. Let's allot them a class ID of 10A. Okay, let's allot them a class ID of 10A. Okay, all these students in the second class, let's allot them an ID of 10B. Okay, these students have a class of 10B, guys. Then you are having a class of 10C. Okay, this will be a class of 10C. And let's have the last class as 10D. Okay, let's have the last class as 10D, guys. Now, as you're able to see, these four students, 1, 2, 3, 4, have different IDs. Okay, have different IDs, guys. Okay, but all these 4 students have the same class, that is 10A. All these students have the same class, that is 10A, guys. Now if I say right now that all these students from class 10A Okay, all the students from class 10A are going to wear red colored clothes. Okay, are going to wear red color clothes and are going to dance on like Gangster's Paradise. Okay, Gangaster, Gangster Paradise. And that is one of my favorite songs right now. Okay, it's one of my favorite songs right now. So let's assume that all the students that are there in 10A are going to wear red color clothes and are going to dance on the song of Gangster's Paradise. Okay, so every single student, okay, every single student in the class having an ID of 1, adding an ID of 2, having an ID of 3, having an ID of 4 will be wearing red color clothes and they'll be dancing to the song of Gangster's Paradise. Okay, they'll be dancing to the song of Gangster's Paradise itself. Similar to that, if I say that all the students from 10B, all the students from 10B are going to wear orange color clothes and they are going to dance to the song of Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Okay, they are going to dance to the song of Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Okay, similar to that, every class will have a color associated with it and a particular song that they are going to dance. Okay, and a particular song that they are going to dance. Right, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Now, if I am the principal of this school, let's assume I am the principal of this particular school. Now, the student having the roll number 11, okay, student having the roll number 11 itself is my favorite student. Like, he is the apple of my eye type of student itself. The one student that I love the most. Okay, so I'm like this particular student. Okay, while I'm saying I love the most, that is in a very like metaphorical way. Okay, I just want to make sure that that particular student is becoming the topic of conversation. Okay, at the end of the day, I want to put him into spotlight so that that particular person is getting dragged throughout the entire school life itself. So I'm like, hey dude, the student with roll number 11 itself, that particular student will wear a golden color cloth and he will be our spotter. Okay, he will be our spotter itself. He will, the student with the roll number 11, he will wear gold clothes. Okay, so 11 student will wear gold clothes and will dance to like a Punjabi song. Okay, will dance to a Punjabi song itself. Or like something like Main Aisa Kyun Hua, some type of song, some silly song that is there. Okay, so that entire thing that is there. Okay, so I can choose a particular student. Okay, I can choose a particular student and assign him or her a particular color. Okay, and a particular song as well. Although the entire class 10C is wearing green color clothes, the entire class 10C is dancing to some particular song itself, but this student of 11 roll number, that is its ID, I can take it out singly and I can assign it something else as well. Right guys? The same thing happens, the exact same thing happens in web development. Exact same thing happens in web development as well. All these students think them of like HTML tags. All these students think them of as HTML tags. Every HTML tag can have a unique ID. No other HTML tag on the entire website. Okay, no other HTML tag on the entire website can have that particular ID. Are you guys able to understand this? No other HTML tag on the entire website can have the same ID. It will be a unique ID. But multiple tags can come together. For example, I can assign like 15 different tags with the same class and I can make them red in color. All the 15 different tags will be of red in color because I have assigned them the same class, guys. I've assigned them the same class. Now, this is just an intuition for it. Okay, this is just an intuition so that you are able to relate to classes and IDs with what you have faced in your life. Okay, so I'm just trying to set up an intuition for it. When you will be going into code, you will be able to see how it works as well. But are you able to like just understand this intuition that your entire website is your school? Okay, these students are basically your tags that are there. Okay, every tag can have a unique ID, but multiple tags together of different types as well can have the same class. And instead of using directly tags at any particular point of time, that okay, h1 tag will be of red in color, I can use that, okay, the class of odd, okay, just let's assume like I've created a class of 10A. all the tags that are there having the class of 10a should be red in color. All the tags that are there, so this one tag will be there, so one tag that is there that is having an id of 11 should be gold in color. So just try to understand this, okay, just try to understand this. If you are able to understand this example of school and classes and students and IDs that are there, then you should be able to understand the concept in terms of like a basic concept in terms of websites as well. Okay, once you're able to just develop a bit of intuition right over there, then we can go with the code. Okay, and then we can go on the code itself, guys. Mr. Unknown, you are unknown itself. So let me just explain. Everybody, if I directly go into the code, nobody will be able to understand. I want to make sure that everybody is able to first develop an intuition and then go towards code, so that they are able to feel that web development isn't hard. It's easy. Okay. It's basically just related to your daily life itself. You will be able to solve everything. Okay. So let's try to do that, guys. Let's try to do that. Let's go to our code. Now. We will have some h1 tags right over here. Okay. Let's create some h1 tags. Let's save it right over here, guys. Let's go back to our website. Let's reload the page. As you're able to see, they have pasted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 h1 tags are there on our screen, guys. Okay. 7 h1 tags are there on our screen, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Are you able to see? There are 7 h1 tags on our screen. Now I want to make sure that every even, okay, every odd, okay, every odd tag, okay, that is the first tag, the third tag, the fifth tag, the seventh tag should be red in color. Okay, every odd tag, okay, every odd odd tag should be red in color, and every even tag should be blue in color. Okay, all odd tags should be of red in color, or even tag should be of blue in color, and the fourth tag, okay, and the fourth tag should be of yellow in color. Okay, the fourth tag should be of yellow in color. Odd tags red, even tags blue, fourth tag yellow. Okay, fourth tag yellow, guys. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to go back to our code. We'll put up a class. Okay, we'll create two classes first of all, an odd class and an even class. Okay, we are going to create two classes, an odd class and an even class, guys. So the h1, the first particular h1, this is odd. Okay, we'll assign it a class of odd. Okay, we'll assign it a class of odd. Every odd class, okay, this is the first class. Okay, then the third class, then the fifth class, and the seventh class. All of them have the class of odd. Okay, all these tags are the class of odd itself. Are you guys able to see this? Every odd first, third, fifth, seventh, okay, will have a class of odd. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. The next particular class that we want to create is an even class, right, guys? Next class that we want to create is an even class. We're going to have a class of even. Okay, I'm so sorry, I just made it even right over here. We'll copy paste this for all the even class, that is 2, 4 and 6. Okay, 2, 4 and 6. We'll save it. So now we have given a class to all these h1 tags. Okay, we've given a class to all these h1 tags that are there right over here. Now we need to select this class. Okay, we need to select this class. Now the selector is not the h1 tag. The selector is not the h1 tag. We want to select this odd and even class itself and then apply the changes to the class. Okay, then apply the changes to the class. So the selector is your class itself. The selector now becomes the class itself, guys. So to select a class, okay, to select a class, as you're able to see right over here, to select a class, you have to write dot and then the class name. Are you guys able to see this dot? Okay, just for selecting the h1 tag, you just had to write h1, right? There was nothing before that. But to select a class, you have to write a dot before that. For example, if I want to select the odd, like as a class that is odd, then I have to write dot odd. That is how I am selecting the class odd. Okay, dot odd. Similar to that, I want to select even. So dot even. Okay, dot even, guys. So let us do that. Let us go back to our styles.css. dot odd. Okay, odd should have a color of red if I'm not wrong. Let me just check it. What is the condition that I've put right over there? So odd is red. Okay, now we want to have even. I want to select even, guys. So dot even, that is of color BLUE, blue. Okay, and we are going to save it. Okay, and we are going to save it. Let's go back to our website, guys. Let's reload our website. As you're able to see, all the odd, okay, all the odd h1 tags are red in color. All the even h1 tags are blue in color, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great, amazing, guys. Now what we want to do is, there's another particular question that we are having. The fourth particular tag should be of yellow in color. The fourth particular tag should be of yellow in color, guys. So just try to understand it. Okay, let's assume that the class 10C has been told to wear green color clothes. Okay, last class 10C has been told to wear green color clothes, guys. But I, as a principal, if I'm pointing somebody out that, okay, roll number 11, you will be wearing gold color clothes. Okay, roll number 11, you will be wearing gold color clothes itself. So in that particular way, even though the entire class is wearing green, but because I've individually pointed it out to him that you have to wear gold color clothes, even though the entire class is wearing green color clothes, he is wearing gold color clothes. Okay, because I've individually pointed him out. Okay, that, okay, you are going to wear gold color clothes, you are going to wear gold color clothes itself. So that is what we are going to do right now. The fourth particular h1 tag, okay, the fourth particular h1 tag will assign it an ID as well. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth tag, along with the class, okay, a particular student can have a class as well as an ID. Okay, I'm going to assign an ID to this particular tag, guys. That ID, let's put it up as unique. Okay, UNIQUE. Okay, let's put up as a unique itself. So ID right over here. Okay, now I cannot use the same ID anywhere else. Okay, now I cannot use this ID anywhere else. Okay, you cannot use this ID anywhere else. You have used it right over here. Now you have to use it right over here itself. Okay, so as we are saving this, okay, as we are saving this, we are going to go back to our styles. Now to select an ID, you have to use a hash in front of it. To select an ID, for example, for class, it was dot. For ID, it is hash. So it is hash UNIQUE, unique, and then your code that goes on right over here. That is how you select an ID. Okay, so I will select hash UNIQUE, unique, and then we are going to put color. I'm going to put the color as yellow. Okay, color as yellow. Now this particular ID, okay, this particular h1 tag has an ID of unique, okay, has an ID of unique and a class of even as well. Okay, a class of even as well. Okay, but what will get applied to it, guys? What will get applied to it? Unique will get, so ID will get applied to it, because I'm individually pointing it out and saying that even though you are from this particular class, you have to wear yellow color clothes. Okay, you have to wear yellow color clothes itself. So I'm going back to my website, reloading my page. As you're able to see, my fourth particular tag, okay, my fourth particular tag is yellow in color. Okay, my fourth particular tag is yellow in color, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand IDs and classes? Please do let me know, guys. Thank you so much, Hackwiser. Are you guys able to understand this? This is extremely important for you guys to understand. Okay, classes and IDs is an extremely important point, guys. Okay. Oh, you guys are so smart, man. But I'm tired of it. Okay, can we keep the class for 60 minutes itself today? I'm a bit tired. I don't know why I'm a bit tired itself, but can we keep the class of 60 minutes itself? We'll have the class tomorrow of 90. Can we do that, guys? Please let me know. Can we do that, guys? Please let me know. No issues, right? Okay, so I will take your attendance right now, guys. I'll take your attendance right now. I'll create your attendance for today. Just one attendance for today. Tomorrow I'll be taking again 2 attendances. Okay, tomorrow because it's a 90 minutes class, I'll be taking up 2 attendances tomorrow, guys. So be ready for that. Please be on time, guys, for tomorrow's class. Okay, we'll be having 2 attendances tomorrow, so please be on time for tomorrow's class. Please don't be late. In the first 15 minutes, I'm going to take up 1 attendance. Okay, please don't be late, guys. Right now, I'm giving you guys the attendance link for today's class, guys. Please do fill it up by at least, I'm giving you guys like some 7-8 minutes. 8 minutes should be more than sufficient. So at 8:34, I'll be closing it up. 8:34, I'll be closing this up, guys. Okay, 8:34, I will be closing it up. So please make sure that you are able to fill it up by 8:34, guys. Okay, 8:34. I've already pinned it up as well. Set up an alarm at 8:34. Okay, so I've set up an alarm, guys, as you're able to see right over here. Tomorrow we are going to have 2 class attendances, so please make sure that you are there in the class. Okay. So yesterday's second attendance I couldn't fill because of bad network. See, one attendance that you're not able to fill, you don't have to worry about it. We will take care of it. Okay. But if you are missing out on 2-3 attendance, then nobody can help you guys out. Okay. One attendance, if you're missing it out, I will handle it. Okay. Keep that faith in me. But if you're missing out 2-3 attendances that is there, then I won't be able to help you guys out. Okay. So right over here, I've given you guys the attendance link. Okay. Please fill it up by 8:34. Okay, and we'll be meeting tomorrow at 7:30. Please be on time. Okay, and we'll continue from right over there. Okay, thank you so much, guys. It was great meeting you, and we'll be continuing from right over there itself, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.